Andy and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Welcome to Friday.
Thank God.
Amen. I can't wait for a Friday night when we get to that magic time of about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, and I just think, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I so burned out? This is
Well, dude, I plan because I'm going to that going away party. This evening. By 7 o'clock, I'll be at least 2 whiskeys in.
Yeah, you'll be
that's my goal. You gotta have goals in life, and that's my goal.
Hey, Lauren, because we don't work together anymore.
Oh, shut up! God, you're such a. Why?
I know all kinds of things about boats, Lauren. Why? Because I'm me. And it wouldn't be fun if I wasn't. So,
of course.
Well,
she's got a great husband. So.
She does, and they've got a great thing going together. And she of all people,
oh my God,
laugh
that
at
is
this.
awesome.
So
yeah,
I wouldn't make that joke.
But dude,
right?
I just didn't know where it came from.
Where did it come from? I come up with funny things. That's what I do. I throw you into situations that make you squirm,
right?
And that's how it works, right?
I'm not even squirming. I'm just puzzled. I'm more puzzled than anything else. I'm like, all right.
You're puzzled that you're drunk and trying to flirt with somebody? Yeah,
okay, first of all, that's not what I do. This is what happens. I get a cup because I'm a relatively friendly person anyway, for the most part. When I'm, engaged with people, I can engage one-on-one or
you got engaged
in a small group. I can engage with people.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're short attention.
I can't.
I'm sorry. You saw a squirrel and went squirrel, and then we're distracted. I get how you are.
Yeah.
Anyway, the only thing that happens if I have a couple or maybe 2, I become a little more chatty than I ordinarily would be.
Yep.
And that may be to my own detriment. At times, but the thing is, I don't drink that much anymore. So not that I drank a lot before. I've always been kind of an all things in moderation guy. So I have more than 3 or 5. I usually stop after 3 or 4, 5 max. Today could be one of those 2, 3. I wouldn't go more than 4 this evening anyway.
Would this be discounting the time that you couldn't find your way back up the street to the hotel?
Okay, now that was about again, that was about 7. That was my those were my mid-30s. Okay, that was a different era. I was a different man then.
Okay,
I'm not going to pound 7 or 8 beverages of the adult variety.
Yeah, because you're dancing around as a priest
at almost 51,
and then couldn't find your way a block back up the street to a hotel. That was a little alarming. I was kind of like, woo.
When you're the compass of a community on a holiday like Halloween, and I was trying to do that, you don't know what direction is north, south, east, or west, and you can't remember exactly where your hotel is, even though it's a one. So, but I did get there, and there was no harm, no foul.
It was good. I have a quick fun thing to share before we get going on the hard news here. Last night I was very proud of Cindy. Remarkably proud.
Oh,
we got ourselves washed. We did our teeth brushing, and we got
yourselves what?
Washed.
Oh, washed.
Yeah, okay. We got our washed up. Got our teeth brushed and all that other kind of stuff. She came out of the lady bathroom, bragging about her dominance on Jeopardy last night.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? She's much better at Wheel of Fortune. So, we go back and forth between the game shows. But last night was her night on Jeopardy, and it was great. And she says, "Do you know the capital of Montana?" And I said,
Helena. No. That's funny.
It was funny, but it took maybe 6 tries for me to get her to understand that Hannah is not the capital of Montana, and that if we put those 2 words together, it comes out to something funny. So there we sat.
That was really, you know what? That was quick of you. That was actually, yes.
What's the capital of Montana? Hannah. Hannah. No.
Yes.
It's Hannah. No. Hannah.
No.
And and
It
the
well, in
gears just
fairness, she's
didn't
not.
move. And there I sat just
She,
saying,
she,
Hannah. And finally, she starts groaning and she's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, okay. You were making a reference to
Hannah
Child's
Montana."
Show from
Right.
15 years ago, where Miley Cyrus was
Needless to say,
Hannah Montana.
I got sent to bed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now wait. Do you usually? I mean, she was a school teacher,
Right.
and you were a guy who repeated the 7th grade
Right.
twice.
Once.
And I don't
Just
think
once.
got your associate's degree. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's okay.
Well, you enjoyed it so much the first time you thought, hey, I'll repeat this because it was
Absolutely.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And well, but you beat her at Jeopardy usually. Is that typically? And then she smokes you in Wheel of Fortune.
I am off the hook at Jeopardy, because I have got pointless knowledge of everything, and applicable knowledge of almost nothing.
There you go. Yes, I understand that.
So that's my life right there.
Well, they're very, very self-aware of you.
Yeah. Well,
that's good.
Hannah is now the capital of Montana because I'm the king of the house, and that's how it works around here.
And that was a rib tickler, if not a knee slapper. Yeah.
Lay some news on.
All right. Let's do it. Wireless giant T-Mobile is dealing with a major data breach. The company says they discovered a, quote, bad actor taking information through a single application. Now, many of those accounts impacted did not include the full set of data. The data breach affected about 37 million customers. Now, I've said this before. I've got family in cybersecurity. I got my brother-in-law and my nephew, two of the smartest people I know. And it's a constant. You're constantly trying to figure out what they haven't figured out yet to try and stop these things from happening. And they will tell you that, people in these companies, in a lot of these companies, aren't necessarily on the cybersecurity and don't understand what they are missing. They don't get this goes way over my head.
Oh yeah.
But the back doors in the ways to infiltrate and get a hold of your information and the fail safes you have to have in place and the knowledge you have to have and to try to be one step, because it only takes one guy to get through.
Oh yeah.
And you're constantly trying to be smarter than that one guy who seems to be smarter than everybody else.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things we'll be dealing with pretty much forever. In any part of the tech industry, you're going to be dealing with this. So one of those things, just to always keep an eye on your information. What else is going on? Actor Alec Baldwin facing charges of involuntary manslaughter in the wake of a accidental shooting on a movie set back in 2021. Baldwin was holding a prop gun during the filming when it discharged, killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Baldwin has claimed he never pulled the trigger and was unaware the gun had live rounds. First of all, why would you have live rounds in a gun on a movie set? What the hell is the point? Nobody has explained this to me, or it's been explained, or I don't know why.
Here's what it comes down to.
Have a prop gun that had live rounds in it.
There's going to have to be a trial. Somebody's going to have to be accused, and
he's
I have no answers, and I'm not defending anybody. I'm not taking any sides, because you know what? Like anything else, we've got to figure this out legally, right? And what do you do with this at this point? You could stand here and cast stones at Alec Baldwin. People hate Alec Baldwin. You could stand here and throw stones at the movie industry. You can take this any million different number of ways. But what's the point?
Well, you obviously have to have some punishment.
It's a tragic accident.
It's a tragic accident. Right. There was no.
Or we've got another one that's going to get away with something, and we can argue this till we're blue in the face. I can't see a reason for a stir.
I see. I tend to agree with you because it's a tragic accident. At the same time, somebody died
Yeah.
because of because of. I mean, things don't have to be intentional. This is why you
That's why
have
this
to
is
be
this manslaughter
aware of
charge.
things. Yeah, that's right. You just, especially when you're dealing with firearms.
Yeah.
But then again,
do you
if
see
you're an
where I'm going
actor, if
with
you're
this, though?
Alec Baldwin, well, I mean, yeah,
Does this
I
have to
do.
turn into a big
We
Second
don't,
Amendment argument?
right.
Does this have to turn
No,
into a
there's no,
big
this has not
goddamn
now.
guilty Alec Baldwin
No.
argument? Does this have to turn into a
No.
movie, referendum?
No.
It's
No.
this is a
It
sad loss of a
doesn't.
human being.
Right.
At the end of the day,
This
this
way,
is what
yeah.
happened. Families are hurt. People are hurt.
Right.
Maybe a kid
Mhm.
without mom. Does this need to turn into the
Yeah.
next big national fatwa?
I don't, yeah, and plus, I think, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say who would be to blame here. Unless,
Right.
I guess you could blame you could blame the production company. I don't know whoever's in charge
Yeah.
of props for that movie. I would think would be most culpable
You would think.
in this. To me, it's whoever loaded that gun with live rounds.
Yeah,
For
why-
who the hell knows what
Why were there
reason.
bullets there in the first place?
Exactly. Finally, Michigan has plenty of gray wolves. This is according to researchers at the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. They say the UP is home to over 600 wolves
Wow.
spread over more than 130 packs. The MDNR says that number has remained stable for over a decade. I think there may have been some concern that the wolf population in the UP may have been declining, but no, have no worries. We have a lot of wolves in the UP. Yet another reason why I have not and will not go to the Upper Peninsula.
Well, you should go to the Upper Peninsula.
I'm sure it's beautiful there. I'm sure the Mackinac Bridge is lovely. I don't want to get eaten by wolves, and I don't want to come off as anti-wolf here.
Yeah.
But having a stable wolf population, having 600 wolves roaming around, having 130 packs, I'm going to ask an unpopular question. Is that a positive?
Well, they're going to. It's part of the. Well, it's part of the food chain. Ecosystem.
Yes, I get
that's a
that.
positive.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand it. But at the same time, if I was out in the UP and I'm wandering around,
But you
and I
won't
get
be,
lost.
ever, for any
I know
reason.
I'm not. But somebody else who's like me, or who may not be me, maybe it's a small child, maybe it's
Well, you got to keep in mind
somebody
too.
else.
Hey, you know what could happen? You could be wandering around the UP. You could be lost. You could be without point. You could be almost at the edge of your life, and a wolf
Mhm.
pack could adopt you. Think how nice that would be.
Yes, okay, but the odds are, odds are I'm food in that scenario.
You could be
got a
the next
pack of
Harrison
wolves,
Ford. You could
got
be
me
running around the
wandering- You get me
woods.
wandering around this one.
They could pull you along on your
just saying,
sled. You could
I
do all
don't-
kinds of great things with wolves. Wolves.
I don't believe if the roles were reversed, that the wolves would give two shits about the human population.
I'm
I'm
here
not
to
saying
tell
we
you
shouldn't
what.
care about
I'm
this.
here to tell
I
you
may
what.
be in the wrong here.
You
I may
could
be in the wrong here.
the next Grizzly Adams if you just open your mind.
I couldn't because Haggerty's beard was too perfect. I don't have the ability to grow that level of facial hair. It doesn't
Be
come
Grizzly
in really
Adams
here.
with a man bun.
Comes in here. Okay, first of all, even if I could grow hair on my head, I would not have a man bun.
Get a wig.
No, why?
I'm up with
No
people.
problem.
People, work with me here.
No, I can't. I can't work with you because you're being crazy. You're talking nonsense.
I'm gonna get
And
eaten
I was
by
trying to have a
wolves.
serious conversation about the potential of me being mauled to death by a pack of wolves in the Upper Peninsula, which I will never visit, and you have to turn it into something silly.
I'm trying to
And
help you find a
we're just
way
gonna move
to
on.
ease of mind
just
over
gonna
the
move on.
weekend.
No, because I don't want the pro wolf brigade coming at me with their pitchforks, demanding some apology. Because
All
I
right,
don't.
well.
Again, I'm not anti-wolf, and I don't want to come off as anti-wolf.
All right. Well, thank you.
Maybe they're lovely animals who would like to be petted by people. I don't.
But
know.
you'll never know because you
But,
won't open yourself. to
they
the
make me
experience.
nervous.
Okay.
They make me a little. I won't. No. Sports. Sparty knocks off 23rd ranked Rutgers 70-57. Michigan goes down to Maryland 64-58. That's sports.
1,200 for adjectives today. This is going to be another stretch for you because, in college you took relaxation instead of English. Adjectives, 1,200. From Latin for one, it describes something that is one of a kind.
For Latin for one? One of a kind.
And when you get this wrong, I'll give you a great way to tie this in.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
I believe I'm going to get it wrong because I'm blanking on it right now. I believe it's so obvious, and it's going to be one of those things that might ruin my day, if not my weekend. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this, and I feel like I really should know it. I feel like when you tell me what the answer is, I'm going to start throwing things.
You are.
So,
how do you catch a unique wolf?
Unique? How do you catch a unique wolf, or is unique the answer?
Unique's the answer, unique. But how do you catch a unique wolf?
I don't know.
Unique up on him.
Jesus. Okay.
That was a fun joke for you to go tell Max later today.
I'm not telling him that joke.
Yeah, tell him that joke.
I will never tell. No, I will. Why do you got to end it on a stupid pun? That was way. Good Lord. First of all, I didn't know unique was a Latin word.
All right.
It was unique. It's more of a.
All right. You go be unique.
No, I'm not. I can't.
You do you. All right. See ya.
See ya.
Happy Friday, Muskegon. It looks like winter will finally make a comeback to finish off the month of January. So let's look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Starting off with your weather headlines, we do have minor snow showers expected for Friday, especially in the morning hours, and that will be lake effect snow. However, system snow and pretty light snow will arrive late Saturday night going into Sunday and bringing likely a couple inches of snow by the time the weekend is done. And as well as that, we will likely stay colder to finish off the month of January. So here's the future radar. This is at 7 a.m. today. So for your morning commute, expect some light snow showers flying across the region, especially west of US 131. And then by the time the afternoon arrives, we'll likely start to dry out, but stay cloudy across West Michigan as most of those snow showers will be ending. And then with that, we'll likely see half an inch or less of snow. So Friday's snowfall will likely be very minimal. Now, temperature-wise today, we will be cooler than what we have been getting used to with temperatures in the 40s recently. We will now likely be in the lower 30s, or where we should be this time of year for your Friday. And then fast forward to Sunday at 7 a.m. This is when our next system will arrive late Saturday night going into Sunday. This will be system snow, so widespread light snow is expected on Sunday, likely bringing up to a couple inches of snow across the region. So you can see from Friday through Sunday night, this includes Friday's lake effect snowfall, which will be pretty minimal, like I said, likely less than a half an inch of snow. And then also including Sunday snow, grand total will likely see around 2.5 inches of snow here across Muskegon County. So not much snow, however, this is the most snow we've had this entire month of January so far, since we've only seen 1/10 of an inch of snow, which is pretty remarkable for this time of year. So looking at what the rest of the month holds, you can see much of the country will be colder than average, especially out to the west. Meanwhile, here in Michigan, will be a little bit slightly cooler than normal, or just around where we should be this time of year, which is in the low 30s. So for your Friday, expect a high of 33 with snow showers, especially in the morning hours, but accumulations will likely be less than an inch. And then overnight tonight, we'll have a low of 27, so a pretty cold night is expected with cloudy skies sticking around. And like I said, the next chance of snow will be Saturday night going into Sunday. That could bring us a couple inches of snow. Not too many impacts out of that, but Sunday morning's commute for church or other things may be a little bit slick, so just keep that in mind. And then our next chance of snow arrives middle of next week, with Wednesday likely having the best chance of snow throughout all of next week, with a storm system moving out of the south going into the Great Lakes region, so that definitely bears watching. But in the meantime, we'll have temperatures finally getting back to where they should be this time of year, in the lower 30s. And that's your Friday and weekend forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon Channel. And I'm Cole Woods Weather, and have a wonderful weekend.